Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk to you about visa issues and, well, visa issues when you're a third culture kid. So I decided to talk about this today because I have been ranting about my visa to my friends and my boyfriend and my family and like the rest of the world for the last few months. Well, I do it every few months, every year. So basically almost all the time. So a lot of third culture kids, you might be one of them, or you might be lucky enough not to be one of them, who have this issue, are people who, or are TCKs who have moved to one country, have fallen in love with it, and consider it one of their homes, and then have to leave because they don't have a visa to stay. So I have been dealing with this problem for so long now. I moved to the UK when I was around 20, and then I was on a student visa for 2 years or 3 years, and then afterwards I was able to get an entrepreneur visa, but that visa only lasts for 2 years. So basically I was panicking on a student visa, which is the tier, okay, so there are a few different visas. There's tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So before I get started, I'm going to explain to you all of the visa categories that they have here in the UK. They have a tier 1 visa, which is for entrepreneurs and for exceptional talent. There's a tier 2 visa, which is the work visa. A tier 3 visa, which I'm not sure what that is. A tier 4 visa is for student, and a tier 5 visa is like for short stay overseas workers. So I think people from Australia can get this, and you can get it for a couple of years or something. So anyway, when I was a student, I was in the tier 4 visa. And between tier 4, getting my tier 4 visa and getting my tier 1 visa, which I have now, I was in like massive panic mode. I was looking for jobs like a mad person. And then I found out about this tier 1 visa, and luckily I wanted to start my own startups. So I was able to get endorsed by my university to get my tier 1. But the thing is, this visa only lasts for 2 years, and by the end of the second year, if you don't make over 50K or more in revenue with the startup that you proposed, that you got endorsed for, then you have to leave, or you have to switch to a tier 1 exceptional visa or a tier 2 visa, which is the work visa. So right now I'm in between the two. I'm like trying to figure out how to get the tier 1 exceptional one, which I might be able to get. I don't know, we'll see. And also the tier 2 visa, which I am currently trying to find right now, which just means getting a job that offers a tier 2. So it's a lot harder than people think, especially if you're not an EU citizen, because you don't need one if you're an EU citizen, at least right now. But if you didn't study in the UK and you're trying to get into the UK, or if you did study here and then you're trying to find a job, it's super hard to get a tier 2 visa. And there are a lot of third culture kids that deal with this issue, not just in the UK but also in the US. I know I have a lot of friends who wanted to stay in the US after having studied there for so long, and they considered it home. They made like so many friends there, but they couldn't stay because they weren't able to get a job because it's so hard to get one over there. You have to, like, from what I heard, you have to draw a raffle. Like, what? What? Even after you have a job. So this video is basically just explaining or letting you guys know that if you are dealing with this visa issue, then you are not the only one, and there are many others out there, and it does suck. And the thing I can give you guys advice on is, when you do deal with this issue, make sure that you prioritize the list of things that you have to do. So the first thing would be figure out what kind of visa categories there are for the country that you want to stay in. The second one would be figure out which visa categories that you fit in, that you could possibly or like potentially get. When you have those, then figure out which one is the most likely visa category for you to get. And then when you figure out those, or that one, find out what you need what exactly you do need to be able to achieve that visa, and make sure you plan it all out in the amount of time that you have. So that's what's really helped me, basically just prioritizing and making sure I get everything done and submitting everything on time. Something else I can also recommend is to make sure that you don't make mistakes in the application. I've done that before and it sucks. They pretty much send you back your visa, they reject it, and then they're like, this is the reason why, and you're like, oh no. At least I was like, oh no. And then I resubmitted my visa, so luckily it passed the next time. But the first time, if it fails, they will put something in your passport. So anytime you like travel and you try and get back into the country where your visa is from, they basically detain you, and it's just so annoying. It's just, it's just one of the most stressful things. So yes, if you are dealing with this visa issue, then not to worry, other people are dealing with it too. The best people to ask for help are other people who have already gotten the visa. So people who have worked in the other country that they want to stay in and have been able to get jobs there and get the visa for it. You can also get some lawyers and people that help with visa stuff specifically. I have something on my face. Yeah. But it's not hopeless, so don't think that. It's just sometimes you can, it can be really, really stressful, but I want you guys to know that it is possible. So if you are trying to go back to a country where you did find home in, or where you did feel at home, and you just can't right now because of the visa situation, then know that you can. There is a way. It's not impossible, it just takes a lot of time and dedication and effort. This year I'm like, you know, I'm freaking out already, and it's 1 year before my visa actually expires, but I'm already starting now. So that's something else I would suggest to you guys, like start hunting for the visa like as soon as you can. So I hope that you guys, for you guys that are freaking out about visas, that this was a comforting video. If there's anything I can help you guys out with in terms of those visas in the UK, then please do let me know. Yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. I hope you guys have a great day. Do not lose hope. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to watch more Third Culture Kid videos and you want to know when they come out, then hit the, well, subscribe and then turn on the notifications. That way you know when a new video comes out. I hope you have a great day and you have all my cultured love. Bye.